Good evening, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is February 5, 2025. Here is another daily analysis. Market just came back to the upside today. We got a nice rally all the way up to 6,063, and we just closed above 6,000, which is bullish. We are closing above all moving averages. We are bullish, and also the pattern. All in all, the pattern I should say is pretty bullish. So we may see some kind of like a breakout by end of this week or maybe next week to 6,200 to 6,250, which I'm waiting for this as a very, very substantial top for the market before the next severe correction down the road. Right now, market is kind of like uh, at the choppy price action here, but all in all, I should say we should give market benefit of doubt for the next rally to the upside. The stochastic momentum is crossing over to the bullish momentum, actually confirming this, but this is not the ideal scenario. I would like to see this one is coming all the way down to oversold condition. Then we get a bull reversal. Right now, the bull reversal happened just below overbought condition. And MACD momentum is slightly getting back to the upside. We can, if we get to a new all-time high, then it's gonna be obvious divergence, regular divergence, which everyone is kind of like a reading as a bearish momentum. I would say when there is a divergence at a bullish momentum, this means the momentum is pretty strong. Any pullback would be buying opportunity. Anyway, so if we get kind of like a breakout above this January 31st top here, um, which is a six. The high is a 6,120. So if we get above 6,120, then we can see new all-time highs coming pretty soon, 6,200 to 6,250 in S&P 500. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was pretty volatile session actually. Early session, we got a Google announcement. Actually, yesterday it was a Google earning call and also AMD, both slaughtered. But the rest of the market actually did very well, especially Nvidia had 5% upside. I just want to pause here and talking about the Google earning call. Everyone is concerning about the capex, which is capital expenditure, and they increase investment on AI technology, research, design, and also their infrastructure for AI from 50 billion to somewhere around 75 billion, which is almost 50%. It's not accurate, it's approximate number. But I would say this is great. This is great, folks. When you see the Google, Alphabet, I mean, like uh, the company is investing on AI with such a great number, that would be fantastic opportunity for semiconductors. NVIDIA, AMD, Lam Research, and the other names will take benefit out of it just because they're going to have chips, they're going to have design for those chips, and also Taiwan Semiconductor, which is manufacturing, is going to take benefit out of it as well because they're going to manufacture those chips. So all in all, that's going to be great news for semiconductors and also for Google down the road. Potentially at the beginning, it's going to be hiccups for their earnings and for their revenue, for their cash flow. But ultimately, they're going to dominate the market as they did before, as they're just investing on themselves, investing on infrastructure, which is great news. For me as a shareholder of Google, this is great news. So I know that market didn't like it just because capital expenditure is skyrocketing, but this is going to be short term. Everyone will forget when time arrives, potentially next 2, 3 years, you will see that where Google stands with this investment. Anyway, so market Nasdaq just getting back to the upside, 21,600 close, and we should see some kind of like earning coming. Amazon is going to come tomorrow as well. Eli Lilly is going to come tomorrow as well, and also the other names that will have earnings. Fortinet in cybersecurity, they're going to announce their earnings as well tomorrow after hours. So still, earnings are going to pouring to the market. And I don't know what's going to be the earning. I don't know what's going to be market expectation. I mean, like the reaction. But all in all, I should say this is going to be volatility, and the formation, the pattern right now is bullish. I know um, I'm telling this for a long time. This is a kind of like a consolidation period, but on Friday, we may see some kind of like a breakout if a market likes the earning and also some fundamental news coming to the market. We may see a breakout, and that breakout is going to be skyrocketing all the way to 22,600 to 22,800 prior 23,000. So that's the level that I'm looking at for a significant top for Nasdaq. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Dow Jones, which hit very close to double top here. We had a nice move to the upside today. Banks actually did very well. Miners actually did very well. And energy stocks actually they're holding up very well as well. So big heavy value names actually did very well, especially bank names. And Nasdaq, the Dow Jones just going up pretty close to double top here or triple top, I would say. And if it breaks through to the upside, then 46,000 is coming down the road. So we will see how it goes with US 30 or Dow Jones. Moving on to gold. Gold hits new all-time high today. Pretty nice, solid momentum. It is on its way for 32 to 3,300, but it's not going to be a straight line. So we may see some kind of like a choppiness down the road, especially when we are getting to 2,900. We should see some kind of like a pullback consolidation, but that would be buy in the dip. So if you see any kind of like a pullback, because gold right now, it is overstretched, overbought. Anyway, if you want to slice it and dice it, since December 30th, it's been a month, more than a month, that gold is just getting to the upside. The pivot here is December 19. So just imagine for 45 days, almost it's going to be a straight line to the upside. Nice 45, even 50 degrees to the upside. This is pretty solid movement. And gold is going up because of geopolitical tensions. But if tensions are going to slowing down, then we see some kind of like a pullback consolidation. The big news is coming when bond yield is going to go down, and we will see how it goes. Treasury actually spike higher today as well, so we will get to that one. But gold, any pullback would be great opportunity. I would say the pullback is coming potentially by end of this week or maybe early next week, and that would be kind of like potentially back test to this a previous all-time high here, somewhere around 2,800, which is going to be 66 to 86 dollar down, and that would be a solid pullback if that happens. Moving on to silver. Silver is just going up, getting to important level. So let me focus on this. This is very, very important level for silver. So we got a couple of times before, and right now we are just getting back to this area again. $32.50. So 32.50, that's the area that silver forms a nice supply area before. And this is a pivot just reacted to this supply going to lower low. Right now, we just get back to here. We just touched, pull back, and let's see if it consolidates here, because consolidation is the best thing for bulls to see. So if we consolidate here, if silver consolidates here, then we can see a breakout potentially to this pivot here, 34 to 35. But I would say $37 is very, very feasible scenario by end of this month. So we will see how it goes. That's going to be a substantial move for silver. Moving on to crude, which just slaughtered today, going all the way down due to ease of geopolitical tensions in Middle East. And crude is going down. I thought that crude yesterday bottomed here, especially reacted to the 69% Fibonacci. But today price action, there is no confirmation with it. So that's why we're just staying off that one. But energy market, actually energy names did very well. So crude is down, and that can bring the inflation down. But at the same time, I want to show you something pretty neat in copper chart. So this is a weekly chart of copper, and this is the same scenario happens before. So we got a breakout copper. went all the way up to new all-time high here, so 520. So we got nice bullish consolidation, pretty nice trend line here. We just tested, and this trend line goes back to July 2023. And this one, actually July 2022. So this one is reacting again and getting back to the upside, breaking through. The structure is shifting to the upside. Obviously, we are going to head to this area, which is 464.80. I would say 500 to 520 even higher, 560. That would be a possible scenario for copper new all-time high. So this means the industrials are going to get better, the copper mines are going to get better, and also the demand for industry is going to get better, which is positive news in the short term. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin just got down today, 1%, 1.22% to the downside, and at 96,000 right now. But Ethereum got positive. As I said before, from now, we may see some kind of like a changes in crypto market. Crypto can shift to the altcoins and Ethereum, and the other altcoins are going to take the lead while Bitcoin is lagging. So potentially we may need to switch to Ethereum as we did before. We did just here, and we are positive right now, and we're waiting for more upside move for Ethereum. Bond yield today just getting down, another 27 cents down here. So bond yield is getting below 420%, which is pretty close to a breakdown. So if that happens, the only a 4% actually demand area would be a support. Other than that, it can easily get below 4%. Bond spiking to the upside, nicely getting recapturing $90, and after hours even gained little bit. And I would say bond is leading. And this is kind of like the bottom, at least for intermediate term, I would say. For bond, will have hiccups here, 93 to 94, but that would be just hiccup for a bigger rally to 103 to 105. So we will see how it goes. VIX, 8% downtick today, especially this morning gapped up and then going all the way down while market was positive. VIX is getting down here. Dixie gets down as well. So Dixie topped here and then getting back to the downside. Right now, 107.60 is the level currently traded. And Magma indicator, Magma bullish consolidation, pretty nice pattern for potentially breakout to the upside. Apple, after a news from China, it just gapped down, but buyers to control the entire session going all the way up, pretty close to zero change. So just 33 cents loss here for Apple compared to yesterday. But I would say this is getting back to reversal point. So we may see if Apple goes all the way up to 252 and even higher to this double top. That would be the scenario for Apple. Amazon just negative today, 2.43% down, but after hours it just gained a bit. Just 75 cents, nothing special, but we will see. Tomorrow earning Amazon, keep an eye on it. Meta, I would say Meta just hit nominal new all-time high and then coming back down today, new closing all-time high as well, 704.87. I would say Meta is getting close to the top information, folks. So if you see Meta topped, don't be surprised. So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of like scaling down my position at this area. Microsoft, 92 cents up, not a bad session, forming the pivotal point here for a next rally potentially to 444. Google, as I said, just gap down 7% and it stays there. Like it goes all the way down here to 188, just getting back to the upside, forming a positive doji candle here at the right pivotal point. So if you see Google is going back up to fill this gap, don't be surprised. So there is going to be a 5% chance opportunity for a gain. Moving on to the Netflix, new all-time high today. Great move, bullish consolidation, breaking through, buyers to control the entire session. No sign of reversal. Netflix, new all-time high. Tesla, 3% downside after hours, it hit more. And I would say Tesla is getting ready for another decline to this area. The pattern tells me there's a decline if it doesn't reverse tomorrow. We need to see something strong reversal by end of this week. Otherwise, the pattern is bearish. Semiconductors, these are great, great, great. I would say semis are pretty strong, and I'm kind of like forming a video especially for semiconductors because I believe that they are forming pretty nice patterns. All of them, even AMD. I will take a look. Stocks, the same pattern here, just going back up 220 after us. Took a hit a little bit, nothing special. Taiwan Semiconductors reversing nicely to the upside, 2.22% up. AMD 6% down. But look at this. AMD just going back all the way to this demand area. This is very, very interesting. So this is the ideal scenario, 90 to 92, 90 to 97. But look at AMD. Capitulated buyers to control the entire session, especially myself. I got into option. I got into AMD shares. Actually, I accumulate a lot. I'm just 10% down in AMD. And I have no worries of this just because if AMD breaking through to the upside, I'm gonna be damning the money nicely. This is a very nice weekly pattern. This is a tree drive bullish pattern. And if you haven't seen my video on tree drive, make sure watch that one in educational videos. I try to find the link and put it up there. But AMD is forming very, very nice scenario. I'm gonna put it a video, especially on semiconductors, to show you there are lots of good opportunities down the road for these names. Make sure watch that one as well. Nvidia 5% uptick today, and great move for Nvidia after hours. No big deal. So Nvidia, we bought it here. We play around with options a lot last couple weeks and last couple days, and we made money. We made money in all of them. And Nvidia, we got here, we sold here, and look what happened after that. We got here again twice in options. We made money, close our position. We got shares today accumulated, and we are in the money. So nicely, Nvidia going higher, and I believe Nvidia is going to fill this gap all the way to 140. Texas Instruments, getting back to the upside after reaching to this specific low. Still, it can go lower, but if it doesn't, nothing has been changed. Texas can go higher. Lamb Research getting back to the upside. This one is establishing itself above 80, which is great because the more we touch 80 to 84, this means the breakout is coming sooner than later. And if it breaks through to the upside above 85, 101 is coming down the road. XLF, a financial spider, going higher today. That's why Dow was up. KBE, 67 cents up. Great pattern here. One pop, correction, and then continuing to the pop. KRE, the same pattern here. Regional banks are doing great. JP Morgan, new closing all-time high today, 270.43. Goldman Sachs, $11.27 up. Bank of America, 40 cents up. Wells Fargo, 58 cents up. New all-time high for Wells Fargo. And banks are doing great. GDX, miners did very, very well today. So GDX went up 2.52% up. GDXJ, great move, 25 cents up. Great move for GDXJ. AEM, new all-time high, $98 here. Newmont, 3% uptick, not a bad pattern at all. So just a pop and waiting for just consolidation because we saw lots of noises here. But I would say I did some calculation here and noticed that 50 to 51 is going to be the target at least for this move. So when it gets there, we're gonna just scale down our position. Gold Barrick nicely getting back to the upside. This is a trend line. We may see a pullback, small one though, to 1650 and then getting back to the upside. XLE, energy names. Crude was down, but XLE is up. So this is great. And I'm just looking for more upside. OIH, oil and gas services, $2.21 up. Exxon, just 8 cents down, but this is just consolidating. I believe the bigger pattern is coming. 114 to 115, 122, 23 is coming down the road. And Chevron, 23 cents down here. Just a pause, consolidation, probably for the next rally to 160. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.